Hello, this is Overlord Nigel and HBK Adam, and due to the request I received, I'm going to try and teach you how to play Vanguard. Now, basically, first thing I'll do is give you a lay down the battlefield. We have Vanguard Circle, we have the rear guard circles here, guard circle, trigger zone, deck, drop zone, aka graveyard, damage and damage zone. Now I'll explain more on how these bits work later. Basically, you have a 50 card deck with 16 triggers and the rest are up to you. So first thing you do is you choose a level 0 starting Vanguard, which, basically anything can be a starting Vanguard as long as it's level 0. There are like different zeros with effects, so sort of choose a good one with a good effect to start with. Now both players place their starting card on the Vanguard circle. We then choose who goes first using rock, paper, scissors. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now HBK won, so he has to go first. So next we draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. Now, the interesting thing about this game is that you can, if you don't like the cards in your hand, or some of the cards even, you can shuffle that many cards back into the deck and redraw. Now, I'm quite happy with my hand.
I'm going to mulligan 2.
Yep, so Adam puts 2 into his deck, shuffles his deck, and then draws an additional 2. Now, if you don't like those 2, you're stuck with them. It's tough. Okay. Right. Then when the hand is dealt with, both players turn over their monsters in their Vanguard circle. Stand up, Vanguard. Okay. First thing that happens, the first turn, is you look at your hand, you get to choose a level 1 or higher monster to ride your Vanguard. So can you do that?
Can I draw?
Oh yeah, draw first. Yep. Then you do that. Then you ride.
I ride with Queen of Heart.
Yep. Now what riding does is increases the strength of your Vanguard. Remembering this is your main Vanguard that cannot be destroyed. It can be hurt, but it can't be destroyed. Now, you can summon rear guards up to the power of your Vanguard. Now every time you can raise him by 1 level. So say for example 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. It's only up to 3, so you can't go no higher. You can also do something called side riding, which is levelling up a Vanguard of the same level with another Vanguard of the same level. So, HBK Adam, do you have any more level 1s?
No, honestly, do my effect as well.
Yep, I activate your effect.
Battle Riser. When Battle Riser is ridden by another Nova Grappler, they're both Nova Grapplers, this unit may be called to the rear guard.
Okay. Yep, some level 0s do have effects such as this. So, always make sure you keep an eye on what your starting card does. Okay, anything else?
I play no more level 1s, and because I'm going first, I have to end my turn without attacking.
Yep. So now, second player's turn. So I draw a card. I then ride my Vanguard to make him level 1. I then place another Vanguard in the rear circle. Now you'll notice there are 2 lines. This line is for attacking Vanguard and Rearguard, and this line are for support. Now only level 1s and level 0s can be supports, and they're known as boosters. Now when you get to an attack phase, you twist the bottom card to boost. You have to announce boost. And what that does is it adds the attack points of the boosted monster onto the attack points of the monster that you are now going to attack with. So I've boosted my demonic dragon mage. So adding them together we get 14,000. So I now turn and attack Adam's Vanguard with 14,000. Now can you guard?
No guard.
Okay. So that now goes through. Now, because my Vanguard attacks, and only when the Vanguard attacks, I do a draw trigger. So I draw. Now I've got a trigger here. Now a trigger basically is indicated as level 0 with a symbol in the corner. Now I've got a critical trigger. Now what that does is means I not only gain 5,000 attack, which can go into any monster on the top row, but I gain a critical, which means I get to do 2 damage instead of 1 with a successful attack. Now I'm going to put both of these onto my main Vanguard. So continue attack, so damage.
First damage, no trigger.
Triggers work both when you are taking damage and when you are doing a drive check.
Second damage, trigger. Plus 5,000 and I get to draw.
Yep.
So I draw a card.
Yep. The other 2 triggers that you can get are stand trigger. So that if a rear guard is already attacked and you draw a stand trigger, you can then stand them back up, making it so you can attack again. The other one is a heal, and this basically means if you have the same or more damage than your opponent, you may heal one of those damages. But you have to have the same or more than your opponent. You can't have less. Anyway, I end my turn there.
Right, I'll draw for my turn. I ride with Brutal Jack. I also play another Brutal Jack. I shall also play Lucky Girl into the back rear guard.
Now, level 2s are a bit special with regards to the rear guard. Now, what they have is a symbol here that indicates they are called interceptors. Now what that means is if I attack Adam again and he has no guard cards in his hand, his level 2 could jump out and take an intercept to stop the attack going through. Obviously Adam isn't doing that, so we'll carry on with his turn.
I shall use Brutal Jack's counterblast ability. I flip 1 damage over to unrestrain Brutal Jack. I should do the same for the other Brutal Jack.
Now, certain cards have effects that require you to pay a cost. Now, the cost is damage. When you take damage, it appears in your damage zone as face up. When you pay the cost, you flip it face down, which means you can't use it again unless you flip it face up, using a card effect. At this present moment, the only cards that can do that are Nova Grappler, which is what my brother is playing here. So now he's done that. Carry on.
I will attack with my rear guard, Brutal Jack, boosted Battle Riser. When Brutal Jack is boosted by a Nova Grappler card, he gains 5,000. When Battle Riser boosts a Nova Grappler card, he gains 3,000. So overall, it is now 22,000 to attack your Vanguard.
Right, so he's taking 22,000. I could guard, but I'm not going to. No guard.
Okay, take damage.
So I take damage. I have no trigger. I show my opponent to show whether I have or haven't got a trigger.
I attack with my Vanguard Brutal Jack, boosted by Lucky Girl. Again, when Brutal Jack is boosted by a Nova Grappler Vanguard, he gains 5,000 attack. So I attack you for 21,000 your Vanguard.
No guard?
Drive check. No trigger.
Right. Draw check. Heal trigger. Now, because he has 2 and I only have 1, I can't heal, so it still goes into my damage, but I get to add 5,000 to my Vanguard. Okay.
Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Okay.
At the end of my turn, Battle Riser's ability, because he boosted and gained 3,000, he gets shuffled back into the deck.
Okay. Now I start my go, drawing a card. And then stand my card. Now you're supposed to stand before you draw, but due to the fact that I'm used to playing other games, I sadly still draw first. But I'm now going to ride to level 2. Now this then gives me the right to bring out other level 2s into my Vanguard, Vanguard circles. I then boost these cards up. Additional boosts. So, now, using the effect of Berserk Dragon, when this card is placed in a rear guard, and I have a Kageru Vanguard, which I do here, I may pay the cost. On second thought, I'm not going to. But I could destroy those monsters. I'm not actually going to, because that would certainly mess me up. So the first thing I'm going to do is boost using my embodiment of Spear Talos to give my dragon additional 5,000 attack, making him 14,000, and attack the Vanguard. You guard.
14, wasn't it?
Yep.
I shall guard.
Yep. Now when you guard, there is a number in the corner here, or side should I say, where basically has a defense number. Now this defense number is added on top of your Vanguard's attack points to indicate whether you have higher defense than the opponent's attack. In this case, he does, so he stops my attack. All guards must be placed into the guard circle thing. So that stops my attack, so you may think.
When this card is put into the drop zone from the guard circle, is instead put onto the soul.
Yep. The soul is basically the pile of cards underneath your Vanguard. Now if you put any cards, try to put any cards on top of any card in the rear guard, the bottom card is immediately placed into the drop zone, but with the Vanguard, they all stack up. Now, I'm going to activate Dragon Knight Alpha's effect by turning one card. I can place one Embodiment of Spear and one Armour of Bar underneath my Vanguard. I may then search for a level 3 and do a Superior Ride. Now, a Superior Ride is basically when you ride a Vanguard when you're not supposed to. So anytime except the ride phase. So he now goes to level 3. Now level 3 is a special because they get to do 2 draws when they attack. Now unfortunately I've had to get rid of my boost, so I'm going to attack with, it's a bit hard to see on this, 1,000. Now, yes, I don't have enough to stop his 1,100, but I still have the right to attack to see if I can then do the damage.
No guard.
I draw one. it is a draw thing, so I had 5,000, which means I now pierce his damage. I get to draw a card. I then draw my second and show a heal. So I put an additional 5,000 onto this card, and because we're the same, I can heal 1 damage. And that goes into the drop zone. I then, as I've done damage, I can, Adam has to take 1 damage.
Damage check. No trigger.
I now boost Wyvern Strike Jaren to boost up Wyvern Strike Talios. Because of his effect, if I boost up Wyvern Strike Talios with Wyvern Strike Jaren, I gain an additional 4,000. So 8,000 plus, not 8,000, 10,000. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 10,000. My maths is not too great today. Plus 8,000 equals 18,000.
Plus your 5,000.
Plus my 5,000 equals 23,000. So boost, attack the Vanguard with 23,000. Can you guard?
I guard with Ring Girl Clara and also Tuthboy.
Yep. You can put as many cards as you want into the guard circle that you have access to, whether they be intercepts or from your hands. You can mix the both together. So you stop my attack, and since I no longer have anything to attack with, I end my turn.
I stand and draw. I ride Mr. Invincible. Mr. Invincible's ability. At the beginning of your main phase, Soul Charge 1 card. And in doing so, I may turn a card in my damage zone face up. I also summon Shula Kaiser to the field. I shall counterblast 1 card to unrestrain Brutal Jack. Shula Kaiser attacks your main Vanguard for 11,000.
No guard. No trigger.
Brutal Jack attacks your main Vanguard for 11,000.
No guard. No trigger.
Mr. Invincible, boosted by Lucky Girl, attacks your Vanguard for 15,000.
No guard.
Drive check. First check. This is level 3. Second check. Plus 5,000. And you are on the same
3.
damage as me, so I get to heal 1. Damage check.
Damage check. No trigger.
I end my turn.
Okay. I stand my Vanguards. And I draw. Now, I attack with Berserk Dragon. Actually, I don't attack with Berserk Dragon, I can't do that. In that case, I activate the effect of Embodiment of Victory Alpha by flipping over 4 cards. This card gains 3,000 plus a +1 boost. I'm also going to boost this card by summoning thing. I'm going to boost this card, making it so that my damage is 15, 16, 17, 18,000. I attack your Vanguard for 18,000.
No guard.
Draw. No effect. Additional 5,000 to that card. And I get to draw a card. I then get damage.
Damage check. No trigger.
And 1 for the critical.
Second check. Critical. Plus 5,000 to Mr. Invincible.
Okay. I now boost, giving my 10,000 to the 18, plus the additional 5,000 I gave earlier, for 23,000, attack your vanguard.
I block with Ring Girl Clara.
Okay. Okay, now I end my turn.
I stand and draw. Mr. Invincibles, when I begin the phase, I soul charge. Because I've soul charged, I get to flip one face up. I will unrestrain Brutal Jack. I shall also ride Mr. Invincible. So I ride Mr. Invincible, I get soul charge. Get the soul charge, I get to flip one face up. I should also play Tough Boy in the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brutal Jack, boosted by Tough Boy. Brutal Jack gains an extra 5,000, will be boosted by an Overgrappler. I shall attack you for 24,000, your Vanguard.
24, so I need
15k to block.
15k, stop the attack.
Marshall?
Yep. Stop the attack.
Remove the cards then.
Oh, yeah.
Ashura Kaiser attacks for 11,000.
11,000, 5k, stop the attack.
Mr. Invincible, boosted by Lucky Girl, attacks for 15,000. 10,000 to block.
5, 5,
Drive check. No trigger. Second check. Plus 5,000 in critical.
okay.
So I break your shield.
Draw, no effect. Draw, no effect. Now because I've now taken 6 damage in here, it means that I have now lost. I should have mentioned this earlier, the rules for losing are whoever gets 6 damage first or runs out of cards in their deck loses. So that is pretty much Vanguard. Hopefully I've been of some use for any new budding players, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed my video, please add me on Facebook, Overlord Nigel's Gaming Strategies, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.